a big day here, the JSE Celebration Day. We're adding the 22nd company on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, and it is Optimum Coal. I've got the CEO here, Mike. Mike, thanks very much indeed for joining us here today at the JSE Crossing. Let's talk about it. I mean, you are new guys coming onto the market at a very nice time, if I may say so, considering the conditions that we had in the market before now. So let me give you the opportunity to briefly tell our listeners, who is Optimum Coal? What are your assets?
Optimum Coal is the 6th largest thermal coal producer in the country, the 4th largest exporter of coal out of Richards Bay Coal Terminal.
Right.
We exporting coal out of Richards Bay Coal Terminal. Our entitlement is 6.5 million tons per annum.
Okay.
In 2009, we produced a saleable tons of 9.3 million tons of coal, and 4 million tons of that was exported.
Okay.
Optimum Coal operates in a complex at Optimum Collieries in the Hendrina Middleburg area, which is a strong coal field, which is called the Witbank coal field, strong seams, well-developed rail infrastructure, and we've got a complex because we've got 4 mining areas, namely Ekebuam, Kwacha, Pullens Hope, and the new project called Boschmannspoort, which is an underground mine. The first 3 are open castable mines. The second part of this business is that in terms of growth into the future, we own shareholding in Korenfontein mines.
Okay.
By the end of this month, we will be owning hopefully 91% of that company. Therefore, you are coming into a business with a portfolio of 2 strong assets adjacent to each other, producing and ramping up into the future, taking advantage of the energy coal demands globally and in South Africa.
Absolutely, that sounds exciting. Now, when you came to the market last week for a private placement, you gave the market 24 million shares. That was priced at 32 Rand a share. Fair valuation in your books?
Well, you could get fair value, obviously, because we believe in the future of the business. It's a strong business, strong assets. If you look at our run-of-mine tons going into the future, it's ramping up. If you look at our development projects, they are great development projects, and we've got a strong shareholder base. Therefore, the valuation could be better, but 32 Rand a share is a fair price, and we've accepted that, and we're keen to go into the market.
I was going to put another question and say, do you see further upside from here on?
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's a huge upside in this business for the present shareholders. There's a huge upside for the employees. There's a huge upside in terms of the new shareholders. You must remember, this is a business that is anchored by 2 strong shareholders in the employees who own 25 million shares, and the community owning 25 million shares in this business. Therefore, the future looks good for this business. We need to work hard and ramp up for the future.
Okay, so let's talk about those targets. Now, you're talking about trying to grow the business from where we are. Let's talk about those targets. Where do you see the company, shall we say, I don't know what sort of time frames you're working with. Shall we say a year down the line? Is that 5 years down the line?
Well, if we work on a basis of 5 years down the line, we believe that from a run-of-mine point of view, we will move from where we are up to around 16 million tons.
Okay,
we
where are you
12.5.
Okay, you're 12.5 now.
If we go to 16.5 million tons in terms of run-of-mine, that gives you the flexibility to produce the product you need for the export market and the Eskom market. We're working with Eskom, we're working with the export markets. So going forward, we believe that we'll be able to ramp up with the projects we have. Hence, we came to the market to raise capital to complete those projects, to look at acquisitions that are available in the coal space, and to ensure that we grow.
Yeah, let's talk about the money that you raised. 1.6 billion rand you came to look for in the market. I think the last figure that I saw when I did the numbers, I came out about 1.4 billion rand, 1.39, 1.4 billion rand. What's that money going to be used for?
Number one, we've got a capital program in the business in terms of the present business. We're building Boschmannspoort, we're extending Kwacha North, which is one of our open cast areas. We're building a water treatment plant. We are at a stage where we're completing our capital program, but we'd like to complete that. Number 2, we are acquisitive. We see ourselves as a PE champion that's going to consolidate the market, and there are quite a number of acquisition opportunities out there. Number 3, it's for general corporate purposes, but the most important points are the first 2.
Yeah. Now, you operate in an industry where there are some big boys. I mean, we've got BHP Coal, we also have Anglo Coal. Do you see potentially one day when perhaps you'll be the #1 coal producer in South Africa? Well, is that a dream?
It's a vision that we have, that we see ourselves as in that position one day. But at the end of the day, the companies you're mentioning, we see them, one, as partners for our growth into the future. If they've got projects going into the future, we would like to work with them. We would like to take advantage of that position, bringing our BEE status and bringing our financial position and our capabilities. We've got strong skills in this business. The advantage is that we were an open cast miner through Optimum. Buying Korenfontein has made us an open cast and underground miner. That's a good balance. And if we come into a business and partner with a BHP Billiton or an Anglo or an Extrata into the future, that stands us in good stead.
And finally, Mike, now you are coming into the market now where, as we say, you spoke about demand from Eskom, and we know the kind of difficulties the country is facing, and we know demand for coal is high. Now, you're dealing with a very difficult customer. Is it hard to get price increases onto Eskom?
I don't think Eskom is a difficult customer. We're working with Eskom.
We want to make it difficult because we don't want prices to go up.
We work with
the customers.
We're working with Eskom. We're supplying coal to the Hendrina power station. And there's potential into the future to work with Eskom through Korenfontein at other power stations.
Sure.
And therefore, going forward, I don't see them as hard. I see a partnership going forward. And we're patriotic about South Africa. We believe that we have to provide coal to Eskom to ensure that there is power supply in this country for growth and development.